Hello my dear friends, welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. This is Suraj Gopi and today in this video we'll be talking about a really interesting fact about the rating of a tire. In daily life we drive two-wheelers or four-wheeler, but we never talk about what is the tire rating. There's a numeric series and an alphabet being written on a tire. What does actually means? So in this particular video we'll be talking about that in detail. So let's see what is that rating, what is that alphabet and numeric value basically means. Can clearly see there's a number being written over here on the tire, or if you see on the adjacent tire also we are having some numbers. So let's see what is the meaning of these numbers in detail in the next segment. Okay, so let's continue our discussion on this tire rating, the concept of tire rating. What is this alphabet and numeric value means? Let's talk about in detail in this segment. As we know that there are many tire manufacturer companies and they do have their own set of way of representing the values. Like they will be having different the way of specifying the standards are different for different firms, but there are some standard set of values which is being accepted by almost every. It is mandatory for every tire manufacturer company to write that numeric value. So we'll be talking about that in detail. Now if I talk about, let's say this is a C tire, so we're having, you can see clearly there is some rating being given on the screen, like this is 145 80 R12 75T. What's the meaning of this? Let's talk about in detail. Now if I talk about the first numeric value, this basically represents about the width of the tire. If I talk about the next number, that is we'll be talking about the aspect ratio, that means the tire height versus the width. This R resembles the type of construction, that could be a radial tire, it could be a diagonal tire, or it could be a belted tire. So normally majority of in car or in the bikes, you can see that will be written as R, that we call as radial tire. This 16 is basically talking about the diameter of the wheel, like diameter of the wheel, and that too in inches. Okay, make sure it is not in mm or centimeter, this is in inches. Okay, so diameter is being given written in inches. The last one is the rating that every car we can say tire manufacturer needs to follow, that is the index rating, right? So we are having two segments. We are having one alphabet also and a numeric value. So what does this alphabet means and what does this numeric value means? Let's talk about this in detail. There's a proper table, and every tire manufacturer do specify this meaning of this individual alphabets on their website. Okay, might be in MRF tire, this particular starting they will be writing say diameter in the first of all, they'll be writing the aspect ratio, then width. They'll be having different way of specifying, but the last one, the index value, right, speed index value or index rating, that is being standardized, and they are being written at the end of any representation. Okay, so Z stands for the speed rating. You will be seeing a chart, right, or based on that chart you'll be seeing that particular tire is having what is the maximum safe speed that you can drive by using that particular tire, and the 96 value that you are seeing, that is a load capacity, like what is the maximum weight that individual tire can bear. Okay, what is the maximum load carrying capacity by that tire. Okay, so if I talk about that load index, if I say we are having, like say this is Z96. Okay, or if I say some other value, let us suppose I'm having because we are having till 52, let's say this is Z50. Okay, let's suppose I'm having a value as Z50. So 50 resembles, what is the meaning of that 50? 50 means you can carry at max to max of 190 kgs. That means that wheel is subjected to carry a load of 1. That also includes the dead weight of the automobile, the chassis or the car or the bike. Okay, that also includes that weight, right? So make sure you are always taking slightly above than that. So Z50 means you'll be having 190 kg, the maximum bearing capacity of that particular tire. Z, what's the meaning of that alphabet Z? Z basically stands for what is the speed rating. Okay, so if you're having L being written, so L is the maximum speed they have, the maximum speed limit that that particular tire, if we're having an L type of tire, that is 120 km/h. That is basically we are using for off-road and light truck vehicles. M30 M is resembling 130 km/h, N is 140, Q is 160. Similarly we are having this, right? So if we're talking about Z, so we are talking about a 240 plus km/h, that is basically used for the sports car. Okay, normally in the bikes we used to have R. Normally majority of the bikes you used to have R or S or like the lower end. The sports bike normally have Z type of tires, because many times you might have seen there are some racing bikes which is crossing beyond 180 or 200. Okay, so in order to have that, you have to have that particular rating. Now, if let us take one example, this is the actual tire that I have taken. This is a Bridgestone tire. So if you see clearly, there's some numeric value being written over here. Okay, what's the meaning of that? So let's zoom it. So we're having 185, 70 and R14. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? 185 basically means the width of the tire. 185 means the width of the tire. This resembles the width of the tire. Okay, right, which is in contact with the ground. So 70 resembles the aspect ratio. Aspect ratio, that simply means the height of the height versus the width. Okay, the height versus the width. Now it's not about the total height, so it will be basically, if I say 70 means 70%, that means I can say, if I say this is H, right, and this is your W, so H by W will be equal to 0.7. 70%, right? That means if I say H value, W is 185 into 0.7, this will be near about to 129 or 130 mm. So that means this height should be near about to 130 mm. That is basically the second digit all about. R14, R basically talk about the radial tire, 14 is the diameter of the rim, that wheel I'm talking about, not the tire, the wheel diameter in inches. Okay, fine. Right, now if you try to see, there is one more encryption that you can see on the tire, and you can definitely look out to that. It's being it's a encryption that tire manufacturer are basically giving you. This tells us about the life of the, or what is the manufacturing date of that tire. So if you see the last four digit basically tells about that information. So this actually means this is being manufactured in the year of 2016, and 23 means the 23rd week in the year of 2016, that is manufactured this particular tire. So actually it is near about to your 7 years old tire we are having in front of us. Okay, fine. So the last one, 88H, that's the same thing I'm talking about. So 88 represents the load bearing capacity, and H represents the speed index. This is your speed index, and this represents the load capacity, right? So let us see the table that we are having. 88, I think we won't be having that 88 right now. So 88 will be near about like 300 plus kgs will be that. And if I talk about the last digit, that is H resembles the speed index. You can clearly see H means the maximum speed limit will be 210 km per hour. So for that tire is designed for max to max 210 km per hour as the top we can say speed that it should be running, maximum safe speed that we are talking about. Okay, so this is all about the tire rating. I hope so you have understood, because next time whenever you're visiting any mechanic shop, you should be knowing about each and every detail, so that they are not able to say that you don't know about what is the basic funda of this tire. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed and you understood what is this number numeric value means in a tire. So this is all from my side. This is Suraj Gopi signing off, and I hope you all enjoyed this informative session on the tire rating. So please do share this video and like this video to all and share this video to all of your friends, so that they could also get the information about what is this numeric and the alphabets all about on the tire. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe and enjoy your day with BYJU'S Exam Prep. Thank you.